Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing all right out there. It's your boy Straight. I'm coming at you guys with another video on a company that's been in the news lately. If you guys have seen or haven't seen, the company is called Eastman Kodak, the once pioneer camera maker. So late last month, July, around in late July, news broke that the federal government was giving Eastman Kodak a $665 million loan. And when that news broke, before that news broke, on July 27th, Eastman Kodak stock was $2.67 per share. Around that time, when the news broke, on July 28th, the stock jumped to $7.94 a share, which was a huge increase. And the next day, on 7/29, the stock jumped from $7.94 to $33.20. But the stock reached the high that day of $60. On July 30th, the stock fell to $29.12, and on July 31st, the stock fell to $25.83. And recently, as of Friday, August 14th, the stock is now trading at $8.43. So there's a big rise and big fall in that stock. So right now, news has broke that the federal agencies have put the law on hold because they're looking to see if regulatory protocols will follow in the announcement leading up to the deal that the government was doing with Tesla. Basically, the Securities and Exchange Commission is now examining how Kodak controlled the disclosure of the loan, which basically saying that someone may do some insider trading. They believe there could be some insider trading going on, and they believe that options and things that was granted to the CEO, trying to see if those things was done the right way. And so when the news broke around July 27th, July 28th, that the deal was being given to Kodak, the stock price just skyrocketed. And that's a classic move of overvalue, right? You know, the stock jumps from $2.62, and in 2 days the stock is at $33. Is clearly overvalued, right? When the government said that they was going to give Eastman the loan, saying they're going to give Eastman the loan and actually depositing the money into the company's account is two different things, all right? So you always have to understand that when news breaks of something, it doesn't necessarily mean that the actual paperwork or the ink is dried on the paper to determine if the money will be transferred into the account. So those people who bought the stock at $33, figuring that the loan was for sure, have now watched their investment erode because the stock is now falling back down to $8.43. There's a good chance that the stock can fall back down close, if not at, the $2 it was trading at on July 27th, given this probe that's going on now with the government. So the government has said that they're not going to give them the money right now, that they're going to look into to see exactly what, if anything, has happened wrong, to determine that first before they move forward with the loan. So the lesson in this is this: when you are buying into rumors or you're buying into overvaluation, there's a good chance
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
When you're buying into rumors of an overvaluation stock, there's a good chance that the stock is going to come down. And the reason I say rumors because, yes, they said that they were giving the loan, but they actually didn't give it to them yet. And so the stock going from $2.62 to $33 with a high of $60 is anticipation of them receiving the loan and what the loan is going to do for the company long term. because that's now been on hold, the stock is coming back down. So when you see things like this, if you are buying the stock, for those people who got into the stock at $7 or $8 and was at 33, you should have sold your entire stake. You should have sold it all. You should not have waited. If you still own the stock right now, you should be selling it. And the reason I say that is because if this probe comes out that something ill will have happened, and they decide to cancel the loan in its entirety, that means that the stock price at $2.62 is fair value. That means it's actually valued at that price. All right? So whenever you see stock prices moving like this, you're trying to get a sense of where the stock is actually valued at. And it's hard to get the sense of where the stock is valued at if the stock is rising so rapidly based on something that's supposed to happen to the company, like a loan or like something changing, when it's not set in stone. So the same way people was blindsided by the loan being issued to Eastman, and they felt that I got to jump into the stock right now, that frenzy of buyers pushed the stock up really, really high because people wanted to get in, figuring that would be there. So that same surprise happened again now that the government is saying they're going to put the loan on hold. No one really saw that coming, just like they didn't see it coming that the company was going to get the loan, and nobody seen it coming that the government was going to look into these allegations that potentially some insiders trading or whatever. So you got to be mindful when you're dealing with stocks that are moving like this. Another example of this was Hertz earlier a few months ago, about the bankruptcy. Hertz said it was going to file bankruptcy. They got to talk about they was going to sell a bunch of shares to the public. People got excited. Stock jumped up. Stock came back down. So you got to be mindful. What I do see that's possible to be an investment made into Eastman Kodak is this: let the stock come down. Let a lot of what's happening iron itself out. If news come that the probe has not risen anything that's been fraudulent that has occurred, and the government decides to move forward with the loan, the same frenzy that happened the first time may not, with the same type of eruption in buying a stock price, will happen again, and Eastman Kodak stock, which is currently trading at $8, possibly lowered in, will rise back up to about $15, $20. Okay? So there still can be some money made in this stock given the probe. But you got to sit back and wait and keep Eastman Kodak on your watch list and just pay attention to the news coming out. And that's what I'll be doing. And I'll keep you guys updated as I get information about the company, which since it's heavily in the news, the company the news is pretty much easy to follow at this point because of all the news coverage that you're getting right now. So keep your eyes on Eastman Kodak. I'll keep you guys abreast of what's going on, and we'll see if we can, for some people that lost money in this stock, if we can't turn it into a money maker, given what the government's program be. All right. So this is your boy Street. Remember, if you got any questions, send them in, and I'll do my best to answer. Take care. All right, you guys.